Bulzoni. I'm the Director of Programs for Reading Power. And I want to thank each of you for coming this evening. It's amazing, really, to look out here and see so many people and recognize that we are all here for the two same reasons, children and literacy. So thank you for being here tonight. You know, if you could take a minute, think back on your own literacy journey. Do you remember learning how to read? Do you have memories of sitting on somebody's lap as they read a story to you? Did you create a bedtime routine for your own children where you included 1, 2, 3, maybe just one more story before your children went to bed? Children are made readers on the laps of their parents, and I'm sure that's something that you've all heard before. And while it's true for many, many children, for others, exposure to books at home just isn't enough. Learning to read is a complex process, and yet some children seem to need no instruction at all, while others take years to become proficient. Reading at grade level by the end of 3rd grade is pivotal for future learning. When text is not accessible for children, they're left behind in understanding and learning about the world around them. They may feel shame, become frustrated. They might act out in class to mask the fact that they're a poor reader. They may bully others, and they may be bullied themselves. Social interactions with peers may be limited or suffer because students may need to stay in at recess, the only time when a classroom teacher has a few extra minutes to help get that child the support that they need. Statistics about our society show us how devastating the results of this can be. 2/3 of children who cannot read proficiently by the end of 4th grade will end up in jail or on welfare. In fact, more than 80% of the incarcerated population in the United States is made up of high school dropouts. But it really doesn't have to be that way. There are solutions, and reading power is one of them. Early exposure to books and conversation are key elements of developing oral language and reading skills, and this is exactly what we do in our pre-kindergarten program. And we know that effective interventions should be individualized and begin as soon as struggling readers are identified, and this is exactly what we do in our kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade programs. When done effectively, interventions have positive academic and social outcomes. And I can tell you for a fact, children love coming to Reading Power. Who wouldn't? Each child is met by a caring adult who focuses on them and their individual needs for 35 minutes without interruption. And I'm not kidding. You know, I was at a site this morning. Children literally come running in to see their Reading Power tutor. It's really something amazing to see. But it's also important to note that there are children who need help with reading at every single socioeconomic level in every community. But not all communities have the resources to adequately support struggling readers. And as we all know, the cost of not providing early intervention is significant, not only to these individuals and their opportunity to achieve success in learning, but it's costly to us as a society. The average high school dropout costs society $292,000 over the course of their lives. But Reading Power can provide young children the reading intervention that they need for $2,000 per child per year. At one of our schools last year, Reading Power tutored 45 children each morning who otherwise would not have received literacy support during the school day. Without a reading intervention, these learners would continue to struggle, and the gap between them and proficient readers would continue to grow. There is no question there is a significant need for Reading Power in the communities just north of us. We now tutor in 5 schools in North Chicago and Zion, and are opening to a 6th school in Zion in January. And it is very exciting. We opened a new site this year at Learn 10, and it's very exciting to open a new site. So we're very excited about January. Last year, Reading Power tutored 468 children who now enter school more confident in themselves and their reading ability, are willing to take risks, and are excited to learn. For these children, we are fostering the promise of literacy and setting the stage for future success. Every year, a new group of students enters school with similar challenges, and Reading Power's goal is to continue to meet the needs of more students each year and to bring on new communities of young learners who so desperately need our help. Thank you.